Everybody, it's Casual Boops coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to cover very briefly the new experimental equipment that has been dropped. It's going to be in the game starting tomorrow on the January 20th, 2023. I haven't played with it. It doesn't matter, whatever. The long story short here, and there's this video that they made, Wargaming made, to try to explain the things, and it's very confusing. Man, somebody needs to proofread this that has a native English language or something. But the long story short here is these are basically like taking taking two pieces of equipment, and then making it better than both of those things, and then giving you an extra slot, and you get to pay with this currency, this new currency called, what's it called? Components. We're adding a new currency to the game, because we totally need another one of those, that you can use those currency items to then upgrade them. And the point is here, the first tier of these equipments kind of sucks, and the second tier is okay, and then the third tier is like, there's no reason not to run that. You are better now than the standard piece of equipment, plus you get some extra bonus. So the long story short here is, this is another way that Wargaming has decided to monetize the game and to put a grind treadmill in front of people. This is another carrot on the stick for people to grind, and it used to be bonds, and now we've saturated, people have too many bonds, must be, or something like that. And now they've got these components that they're going to put on a carrot on a stick in front of you, and so that you have to grind a bunch of components so that you can be competitive, because the third tier of these is very competitive. These are going to be the best in slot for a lot of tanks, and I don't know which ones. I haven't looked into it in detail. I'm sure this will come into builds and things like that. But the point is, these, in a lot of cases, these are going, the third tier of these is going to be the best thing that you can run, which means people are going to want that. And if you don't have the time or the patience to grind it, I'm sure Wargaming is going to sell the ability to get this. You can probably, just like they've sold bonds, they didn't sell bonds, they sold missions that have bonds. So I'm sure that's going to be another way where they're going to sell components so that you can upgrade, so that you can, have this new thing. And if you don't want to pay, or you don't want to grind your face off, or you just want to play the game, you're not going to have this stuff, and you're going to be at another disadvantage. So this is going to be great. I think this is really stupid. Personally, the whole upgrade thing is dumb, and they're not very well balanced, because they're just straight better. In a lot of ways, they're just straight better once you get to the top level. And it's like, if this was truly about trying to give people options, then they would make this available for credits. Just let people buy them. But no, it's got to be about a grind. It's got to give somebody something else to grind in this game, because there's not enough stuff to grind. And it's already very complicated, and now they've got this other thing they can sell you. So there's all this stuff where it's going to keep you moving, keep you playing the game, because you got to get the newest, bestest, awesomest thing. It used to be purple stuff, and now it's this. So this is it. The long story short, this stuff is very good. I wouldn't bother using it until you're at level 3, which is going to take you a long time to grind, and that's intentional. It's by design. They want you to do that. They talk about, oh, it's all about your choice and things, and it's like, no, it's to make tanks better. They need to make this better than everything was before, so that way you have a reason to care. And so this is now the best way to play the game, is to have these. So anyways, I am frustrated by this, because I don't want more complicated things. I want to make the game more simple. I liked Equipment 2.0 combined with specifically having 2 equipment loadouts on field mods. That was interesting. That gave you more variety. But like this, especially the way it's implemented, if it was just the pieces of equipment, then I think, yes, that's cool, that's interesting, that's another way of customizing, it's another piece of equipment. But the way they've done this, where this is just basically some other thing that they can make you grind for, is very frustrating. There's so much to grind for already, and this just smells like something that you can buy. I don't know. They haven't told me. I don't know this, but I have a feeling that there's going to be some way that they can sell you some of this stuff. And then there's another piece of, the components, right? So we've got gold, you've got credits, you got free XP, you got bonds. I lost count. And then now you got component things. So there's just more stuff to keep track of. Why? Why is this in the game? Why did they add this? Just kidding. You know why. Anyways, so I'll cover this in more detail, probably talking about what it does to some tanks and how you can make stupid busted builds with it at some point. But for now, I just wanted to cover, just to give you an idea of what this is and why you should care. So if you were thinking that you wanted to take a little break from the game because maybe you're getting a little burnt out, holiday ops and so on and so forth, too bad. You got some shit to grind, because if you want to be the best, you got to have this. They're also giving away some of the stuff. Oh, where is it? There's a news article. They're going to give away. You just got to basically log in and play a little bit each day, because they want you to do that. And you'll get some components. This is the same article. Damn it. Anyways, you'll see on the, if you see on worldoftanks.com, you'll see the thing where it talks about the missions starting tomorrow. For several days, they'll have these missions where you just play a little bit each day and you get some components, and they're going to put some of these in your hands. Cool. So anyways, that's it for me. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.